Today we're doing notes for 2.1b day 2, graphing using slope-intercept form. So our question for today is, how do I graph a line given the equation in slope-intercept form? Linear equations are frequently written in slope-intercept form. Y equals mx plus b. M is the slope, and b is the y-intercept. The coordinates for the y-intercept will always be 0, b. So we look at number 1. Given the equation of the line, identify the slope and the y-intercept. So we're looking for the slope that's always going to be before x. So m is 2/3, and b comes after x. b is positive 7. Number 2, y equals 4x minus 1. M is 4. And b is negative 1. Number 3, y equals negative 7/2x minus 4. M is negative 7/2. And b is negative 4. Number 4, y equals negative 2x plus 3. M is negative 2. And b is positive 3. Let's find the slope and the y-intercept when we're given a graph. So we're given the equation, but let's find it if we were just given the graph. Number 5 is y equals 2/5x minus 3. But let's ignore the equation for now and just find the y-intercept. I like to find the y-intercept first. We're looking on the y-axis. We're going to find where the line crosses the y-axis. That's the point. We should be able to identify the point if you did the practice for 2.1a. That point is 0, negative 3. That's my y-intercept. So that means that b is negative 3. We can confirm that by looking at the equation above. b is negative 3. The slope, we're going to find 2 points and find the slope, just like we did in yesterday's practice in b day 1. So here's my other point. And now I'm going to calculate the rise over run. So to get to the next point, I would have to go up 2. That's my rise. And over 5. That's my run. So m is 2/5. And we can confirm that with the equation above. Look at number 6. Find your y-intercept. So we're looking here at the y-axis. The line crosses at 0, 1. That's my y-intercept. So my b is 1. And my slope, we're going to be working down to this next point. In this case, remember, you always start with the point on the left and move right. So in this case, I need to go down 5, which means this is going to be negative 5 for my rise. If we're moving down, it's negative. If we move up, it's positive. And then my run to the right is positive 6. So my m is -5/6. Graphing linear equations using slope-intercept form. You're going to write the equation in slope-intercept form, graph the y-intercept, which is always 0b. Use the slope of the line to create more points. Remember, slope is rise over run. So I'm going to write this note off to the side. The m equals rise over run. Remember that run is left and right, rise is up and down. Positive is up, negative is down, negative is left, positive is right. All right, so let's look at number 1. Y equals 2/3x minus 5. So m is 2/3. This means we are going up and right. And b is -5. So it's going to cross the y-axis at -5. First thing we're going to do is plot that point at 0, -5. Starting from there, starting from my y-intercept, I'm going to use my rise over run. 2 up, 3 to the right. So 1, 2, 1, 2, 3. There's my next point. I can keep going from there. 2 up, 3 to the right. Once you have 3 or 4 points, you can draw your line. I recommend using a ruler so that you make sure that your lines are straight. And there's my line. Number 2, y equals -3x plus 7. M is -3. Now I'm going to write this as a fraction. So m is -3, but let's put it over 1 so that we can remember rise over run. The negative always goes with that top number. So my rise will go down and run to the right because it's positive. B is 7. So we're going to plot our y-intercept at 0, 7. Starting at my y-intercept, rise over run is 3 down, 1 to the right. 1, 2, 3, 1. I'll plot a couple more. 1, 2, 3, 1. 1, 2, 3, 1. Once you have a few points, you can draw your line using a ruler to ensure you're getting a straight line. Oops. Number 4, -x plus 2. This one's a little tricky because where is the number for m? Remember that if you don't see a number there, it's an invisible 1. So our m is actually -1. Let's turn it into a fraction and put a 1 on the bottom so that we can get a rise over run. If my rise is negative, I'm going to move down. Run is positive, it goes to the right. B is -2. Oh, I'm sorry, +2, which means that my intercept will be plotted at 0, 2. Starting from my y-intercept, slope is down 1 over 1. Number 4, y equals 4x. So m is 4, or 4 over 1. We're going to be going 4 up and 1 to the right. B, where is B? There's nothing there. If there's nothing there, we're going to pretend it's plus 0. So B is 0, which means my y-intercept is at 0, 0, the origin. Using my slope, I'm going up 4 1 to the right. Up 4, 1 to the right. Plot 3 or 4 points, and then draw your line. That's what we'll be doing in today's practice.